I can actually start off with a little story that I heard about futures. That I was at a garage sale like 30 years ago, and I got to talk with the guy there, and he mentioned how a friend of his was trading agricultural futures at one point. And he got a call from his friend one day, and his friend said that he didn't realize that agricultural futures, when the futures date came and passed, it meant you bought whatever commodity that was. So if you didn't sell the futures off, you bought that commodity. So his friend said, I got a call from the train yard. They said I need to get my potatoes out of their train car. They're going to start charging me rent on it. So he got a delivery of potatoes because he was trading potatoes futures. So that's about the limit that I have on future stories at this point. All right, so what we will discuss, some different types of investment categories. So since, for the overall traditional investors, traditional is stocks, bonds, mutual funds. For the people, and for that group, real estate is an alternative investment. So for the people here, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds are probably the alternative investment. But we can look at some different types of securities in those categories, some purposes served by having different types of assets, some 401k examples, and then some other investment examples as well. So just a caution about what we're not discussing, just to put the warnings at the front of the manual instead of at the end. We're not discussing investment advice today. So anything in here is not necessarily what I have done or would do. And even if it is, it doesn't necessarily mean I made the right decision. Because I have made some bad decisions. I've made some decent decisions. So this is for information only. Investments do take more research and understanding, and then things need to be selected based on your individual circumstances and tolerance for risk. So somebody who is looking at retiring next year will probably not invest in the same things as somebody who is retiring in 40 years. So there's definitely some differences to take into account for everybody. So why worry about different types of investments? Well, one thing is diversification. Now, if any of you have heard of Peter Lynch, who was a very famous fund manager from the Magellan Fund from Fidelity, one of the words that he used was diversification, because he had certain things that he invested in that he investigated very thoroughly, and so he looked at it from the standpoint that sometimes if you diversify, it doesn't mean you're investing in something that's better. It's just something different that might not be as good. But ultimately, the idea of diversification is just to give a little bit more stability. That if anybody in here was 100% in real estate, well, at some point in time, if that's no longer a good fit, time changes, then it may well be that some other investments to be able to tap into might be really useful. The idea of multiple streams of income. So if somebody was looking at an overall retirement plan, people have paid into Social Security. I know a lot of people have negative things about that, but ultimately there's some income there. If somebody has a 401k to draw from, that's one stream of income. If somebody has rental properties, it's another stream. So having multiple things ultimately can make for a pretty nice picture later on. There could be some additional choices that somebody wants to have when maybe the favorite investment choice is overvalued. We've certainly seen where real estate has been very highly valued, and sometimes people are trying to find, I can't buy anything, it's not profitable. Well, if it's something where if AT&T stopped paying a 7.5% dividend, might be more profitable than a 3% cap rate on a house in California. So there's some choices there. So also it might offer some additional choices for a future exit strategy from real estate investments. At some point, if somebody's tired of managing properties, if there's a chance to sell, I can't refuse. Okay, well if all I know is real estate and I'm selling at this great deal, I might be reluctant to take it unless I know what to put it in. So having some familiarity with some other things gives some choices to be able to pick from. And hall is there. Sometimes there's other.
Greater Dayton REIA is a great source of information for real estate investors. You can learn what you need to do to succeed. You can learn the different opportunities that there are in the marketplace, and you can meet a lot of people that know about this from their own experience.
It's a fantastic organization because you can network with more seasoned investors. You meet all kinds of different vendors each time, insurance companies, title companies. There's always a different group of people here. And even though I've been involved in real estate since '99, every time I come to a meeting I learn something different. You could also find contractors here. It's just a really great way to network.
The benefits that I've gotten from GD REIA over the years is being able to tap into a pool of knowledge from experienced investors, experienced speakers that allow me to overcome any obstacles I might have from what I'm not familiar
In
with.
GD REIA, we learned that this is a team sport, and
Usually,
being a landlord requires quite a few people to help. In GD REIA, we found our accountant, attorney, property manager, realtor who furnishes the leads for the properties, and I believe the appraisers.
GD REIA in 2010 to invest. The whole team was there. I had a property manager, realtors who had deals, and now I have 4 houses that are all turnkey solutions. I've invested in private LLCs. I didn't bought a note. So by joining an organization like GD REIA, you too can learn how to be a good investor.
And we are an approved vendor with GD REIA. We've been with you guys about 4 or 5 years now, and we love networking with the members, and we're here to help. So anything that they need help with, you can find us here every meeting and ask us whatever questions you need to.
You guys have a location?